right, Spencer, I want to talk Porsche now, the Macan GTS. This thing, unbelievable. When I first got in the car, I was expecting one thing. Isn't it funny how when you get out of the vehicle, it's like, wow, I did not expect that sort of an experience. That is precisely what happened when I drove this, or when you and I drove this Macan GTS.
Yeah, the Porsche line always brings us a few surprises, and the Macan came in strong.
One of the things, and I continue to say this, and I hope our listeners can appreciate this, one of the things that makes this car so awesome is the 7-speed PDK dual clutch transmission. This thing, the upshifts and the downshifts occur in a fraction of a second. And we've said many times on our show that the transmission makes the car without ever making itself known. If the transmission doesn't work right, then of course the whole car doesn't work. But if the transmission works, it's the silent guy in the back that no one pays attention to. But if he's not working, everybody knows he's there. If you don't recognize it, it's doing its job. And so in the powertrain, I mean, obviously the car is running fantastic, 360 horsepower out of this motor, 0 to 60 in 5.0 seconds, 159 mile an hour top track speed. But as we always say, it's more than just engine, transmission, differential. It's everything about the car, cumulative speaking, coming together as one that, as you say so often, you don't get in this car, you put it on. This car really surprised me. I really enjoyed it.
The seamless acceleration that you get out of just that pop, the confidence of the drive, the look of the car, the Porsche has really struck gold on this one. Inside, always fun to play around with the gadgets because it's loaded. The Connect Plus for navigation, to use the internet, so easy to use, so intuitive. It makes the ride not only more enjoyable because you got all the gear you need inside, but also very, very easy to use so you can pay attention to what you're doing most. You're having the fun of the drive of a Porsche.
This car covers every base, virtually every base that you want to cover, whether it be performance. If you're driving to get milk from the market, it's obviously a great piece. But if you really want to get some pleasure out of the performance of the car, the torque vectoring system that Porsche uses in this, and it's proprietary, it is fantastic. We got a chance to look at some of the algorithms off the control modules. This car is not only built well, but it's designed specifically by Porsche for Porsche. It is unbelievable. Pushing this thing into a corner, I remember we were in a canyon, and as our lead instructor will always tell us, slow down before the corner, speed up through it. As we did that, I felt no body roll. It was, the visceral experience of being behind the wheel is difficult to communicate when you're speaking to someone. You really have to drive the vehicle in order to experience it fully.
What is not difficult to communicate, though, is just the look of the vehicle, too. In your driveway, on the road, wherever it is, the look of this, it just speaks Porsche. You got to take a test drive in this car.
Starting at about $67,000, it's one heck of bang for the buck. I want to thank Keith Goldberg, now out at Rusnick Porsche. When we got out there, each time we roll out, he offers us carte blanche to whatever model he has on the lot. We chose this Porsche Macan GTS for two things. We'd heard good things about it, but as you said, the look of the car is fantastic. Big shout out to Rusnick Porsche. Thanks so much.